ニット持ってきたもん。
あ、そうなんや。
寒いかな。
この宿に向かいますか。
綺麗よ、ほんまに。あ、この辺がそう。
なあ、意外とさ、カフェなのいいよね。
溶け込んでる感。
しかもあれやん。あ、乗ってる。 ごいの出てきたな。金目鯛な、美味しそうやな。
高いこれ。
伸びそう。ハグ。あそこでドリンクいいよ。頼めるんかな。 うまそう。
In the corner of the crowded room, your eyes meet mine. Conversations fill the air, lost in space and time. I don't ask for your name, it's already carved in the air. I won't light the flame, it's already burning when you
どうトリュフうまい。
are near. Taking steps to keep my distance. I don't
うまそう。超いい匂い。
am I strong
海鮮の超いい匂い。
enough to guide my heart away from it all? I won't call your name, it's already carved in
見るわ。
I won't light the flame, it's already burning when you are near. Do we all so slowly lose control as emotions overflow? Falling into the unknown, or do we all guard our small fragile hearts as we're softly breaking apart, afraid to give in to the stars and open up our hearts. Camped out on the porch, trying to work this out. Raining in my head, but my
Have a nice trip.
body is a drought. I'm on hold, just waiting for my mom's latest style. I'm crazy every day, that is very right. I want somebody to find a way to get out. Stop the swing, find someone in the corner of the crowded room. Your eyes, mine. Conversations fill the air.
すげえちょっと白っぽい
I don't ask for your name. It's already carved.
味違うんかななんか
そうだよな。
なあ硫黄の匂いがするんかな
I won't light a flame. It's already burning when you are near. Taking steps to keep my distance. I don't wanna fall. Am I strong enough to guide my heart away from it all? I won't call your name. It's already carved in the air. I won't light the flame. It's already burning when you are near. Do we all so slowly lose control as emotions